Hello, Nigeria, and those watching us abroad. It's my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of our Human Interest Program, Newsline. I am Jennifer Igwe. Now, trust is the bedrock of the doctor-patient relationship. That trust is the reason why we hope of recovery when doctors and health workers take charge. So a situation where a 13-year-old boy goes for treatment and surgery only for his small intestine to be missing is not just shocking, but raises a myriad of questions and concerns. I am sure you too are wondering. Our feature on it is an eye-opener and highlights the plight of the boy and his parents. Then the plight of widows in Nigeria is an ugly narrative, and as a society, we must do all we can to change it. That is why the NTA, we always highlight their plight and follow up on them until we see needed intervention. We have a story on the harrowing experience of a widow in Anambra State and how the state government is intervening. We also have a feature that shows the power of theater as a tool of communication and international relations. A play by Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has caught the interest of Israelis in a unique way. I won't tell you how. You have to stay tuned to find out. There are other must-watch stories on humanitarian gestures and celebrations. But going with our tradition, the news first, and Elizabeth Omori in Abuja is waiting. Hello, Lizzie. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Jennifer. And I must say at this point that you look gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining us in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu has arrived Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, to address specific salient issues with bilateral relationship between both countries. Presidential Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuru Ngelale, says the meeting in Abu Dhabi will serve as follow-up to a recent visit by the UAE ambassador to the president at the State House in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu had earlier left New Delhi, India, after his participation at the G20 Leaders Summit. Meanwhile, before departing New Delhi, President Bola Tinubu met with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Nigerian leader, who was in India on the invitation of his Indian counterpart, met with the host at the venue of the G20 Leaders Summit. State House correspondent Musbah Danwahab reports that details of the meeting held closed doors are unknown. However, India and Nigeria have intensified efforts at strengthening the existing bilateral ties between them to improve trade volume. Latest efforts at the Presidential Roundtable and Business Conference just concluded in New Delhi. And back home, 15 billion naira worth of food and non-food items are billed for distribution to the 6 states in the northeast zone to cushion the hardship occasioned by myriad of challenges, courtesy the Northeast Development Commission. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who presented the palliatives to state governors in the geopolitical zone, performed groundbreaking ceremony for construction of Ball Road Network and declared open the 8th Northeast Governors Forum meeting, all in Maiduguri. Mohammed Goni brings us details.
The food and non-food palliative distributed to the 6 states in the Northeast, as highlighted, include 250,000 25 kg bags of rice, 81,000 cartons of spaghetti and macaroni, 80,000 pieces each of blankets, mats, and children wear. Others are 40,000 pieces of male brocade and fabrics for women to the 6 governors, 18 senatorial districts, 48 federal constituencies, as well as 6 State of Assembly constituencies for distribution to the deserving beneficiaries. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who commended the leadership of the Northeast Development Commission for exhibiting high-level prudence in financial management, also noted a number of ongoing projects by NEDC across the zone and tasked the leadership to update the presidency on the progress of work at all sites so that contractors will be held accountable.
But I want to commend our governors for coalescing into a single force, irrespective of differences in political affiliations. The PDP governors of Bauchi and Adamawa are the closest companions of the APC governor of Borno State. That shows a sense of purpose. That shows a connectivity of vision.
Borno State Governor Babagana Umar Azilim, who doubles as the chairman Northeast Governors Forum, stressed that no meaningful progress will be made if insecurity is not totally subdued, and charged governors of the sub-region to address issues of youth and employment.
These challenges from the seemingly issue of insecurity, pervasive poverty, banditry, kidnapping, cattle rustling, gender-based violence, youth restiveness and unemployment. The challenges seem to be endless, but our collective determination to overcome them remain resolute.
Of this nature, infrastructure, palliative, and all whatnot will be coming one after another.
This is a direct response by the Commission to alleviate the hunger and food insecurity being faced by citizens. Both hunger and food insecurity are apolitical.
The Vice President also presented a check of additional 1 billion naira given to Monday Market Committee by the Borno State government to support traders affected by the fire incident. He also performed groundbreaking ceremony for construction of 22.5 kilometer Jere Ball Road to enhance social and economic activities as well as promote agriculture. In Maiduguri, Mahmoud Goni, NTA News.
Into political matters, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, has visited the party's offices in Sokoto to discuss with members new strategies aimed at strengthening the party. The national chairman also directs stakeholders to renovate and furnish party offices for monthly meetings. Dalhatu Abdullahi reports.
The interaction with party chieftains gave the national chairman the opportunity to relay crucial messages of the new leadership. Dr. Ganduje explained that henceforth, after renovating and furnishing party offices, monthly meetings must be held at all levels to discuss issues and the minutes of the meetings be reported. He said APC will be rejuvenated along all its structures to be functional and operational. He commended the efforts of women and youth on the party's victory.
Registration of party membership, which we are turning it into electronic registration. Already the process has started, and very soon physical implementation will be on the ground.
Governor Ahmed Aliyu Sakoto thanked Dr. Ganduje for honoring their invitation to commission some projects in the state, assuring that the people of Sokoto State will give him maximum support to move the party forward, particularly the role of women in his emergence as governor of Sokoto State.
So be rest assured that we are few. Be rest assured of our unflinching support achieve the desired objective of moving our party to the next level.
In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Away from political matters, more than 30 farmers have reportedly lost their lives, with several others missing in a mishap involving a passenger boat in Bajibo community, Mokwa local government area of Niger State. Chairman Mokwa Local Government Council Jibrin Abdullahi, who confirmed the incident, says more than 35 bodies have been recovered by local divers. As rescue operation continues, officials of the Niger State Emergency Management Agency are still at the scene of the incident, collecting data to know the number of people involved. Meanwhile, the Niger State Governor, Mohammed Umar Bago, has expressed shock over the boat mishap, which claimed several lives in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. Governor Bago, in a statement, described the incident as terrible and undesirable. While commiserating with families of the victims, the governor directed the Niger State Emergency Management Agency to do the needful to ameliorate the sufferings of the people. The governor prayed Allah to comfort the families of the deceased and grant quick recovery to those injured. He, however, reiterated the importance of the use of jackets when boarding a boat and warned against overcrowding. Now, the current administration's desire is to develop new policies towards a rebirth of national values and orientation amongst Nigerians. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris Malagi, at a stakeholders engagement in Mina, the Niger State capital, assured Nigerians that the overall agenda of the government is to bring prosperity to the citizens. Saliu Wanara reports.
This is not a political rally, but adherents of the Malagi political dynasty in Niger State honoring their son.
State governments around the country.
It is the first visit by the Minister of Information and National Orientation since he assumed office as a member of the Federal Executive Council. A reception in honor of the ministers and political office holders from the state by the Niger State government provided an opportunity to extend the olive branch to all for political prosperity.
I want to ask Nigerians to please show understanding with the federal government as it continues to put in place measures that will revive our economy, that will bring jobs back to our youth, and that will restore the confidence that we all need for national development to occur.
Niger State is 10% of Nigeria. We are offering ourselves for all the pilot schemes of the federal initiatives in agriculture.
The event brought together all Nigerites across political parties.
The federal government will support all subnationals in their attempt to do reorientation of our values, because without that, there cannot be any meaningful progress and development in our dear country. So it's a welcome step, and I assure you that the federal government will take every necessary measure to ensure that these attempts by the subnationals, the state governors especially, the steps they are taking to do that is giving the necessary backing.
From Mina, the Niger State capital, Saliu Gwanara, NTA News.
The Adamawa State Emergency Management Agency has confirmed the death of 10 persons following a bus mishap in Jowa River, Yola South local government area of Adamawa State. Executive Secretary of the agency, Amun Suleiman, said 10 other persons were rescued after the incident. Talking health now, the federal government has unveiled a 4-point agenda for improved health delivery in the country. Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, made this disclosure and plans to digitize the country's healthcare system while addressing newsmen in Abuja. Basi Taikman reports.
A renewed health sector is the priority of the present administration. Thus, the minister says will be delivered in 4 key areas: improving health governance, population health outcomes, medical industrialization, as well as value chain and health security.
The healthcare facilities more accountable. We have to hold our provider, physicians, nurses more accountable. The way our healthcare system is being regulated now, it's very fragmented. We will consolidate and unify our regulatory system.
Thus, he noted, is geared towards saving lives, reducing pain, and productive health.
There have been reforms that led to the National Health Act, which have not yet been implemented. So implementing the National Health Act to its fullest will be so key, including the basic healthcare provision that put primary healthcare at the foundation of our healthcare system. We can use health and governance of health as a way of improving the cohesion of this country, because it affects everyone, including the voices of citizens, and responding to them. That's what the President asked us to do.
On incessant strike by health workers, the minister acknowledged that strike actions by health workers are as a result of a combination of factors, including poor working conditions, low salaries, non-payment of salaries, lack of job security, as well as poor leadership and management.
But there are also a lot of efforts going towards improving those. And we have to appreciate what the Nigerian health workers have done.
The minister also spoke of the present administration's determination to provide funds for medical research in the country. Basi Taipang, NTA News.
To security, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara declares the suspected killer of SP Bako and Boshin Mr. Gift David Okpara, also known as Tubaba, wanted with a placement of 100 million naira bounty for anyone with useful information on his whereabouts. Osinachi Abraham reports that the governor made this declaration after a closed-door meeting with security chiefs in the state.
Fubara, who could not hide his displeasure with the killing of the officer, promised to do everything within his powers to ensure the perpetrator and his gang are apprehended, with a bounty of 100 million naira for anyone who gives useful information that would lead to the suspect's arrest. Security agencies and well-meaning individuals have been empowered to swing into action to ensure that the actors are brought to book.
It's really, really unfortunate that in our dear state, where we're doing everything to reduce crime rates, a group of miscreants will portray the state as being unsafe. We will not rest until whoever that is responsible for this act is brought to book.
Governor Fubara reiterates his administration's commitment to guaranteeing the security of all residents of the state.
State will never be a home for criminality. I believe that the caliber of men that we have that are heading the security units of this state will do everything within their power to settle and resolve this matter as soon as possible.
Governor Fubara, on behalf of the state government, consoles the family of the slain hero, SP Bako, and the River State Police Command. In Port Harcourt, Osinachi Abraham, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the Police Service Commission, Dr. Solomon Arase, condemns the gruesome murder of the Divisional Police Officer, DPO of Abuja in River State, SP Bako Angbashin, who was ambushed with his men while trying to contain the bloody attack by a deadly gang of cultists in Abuja East. In a statement, Dr. Arase commiserates with the Acting Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, the Commissioner of Police, River State Command, and the family of the slain senior police officer. He promised that the Commission would do everything within its constitutional powers to support and encourage the police to ensure that criminals are apprehended and brought to justice. Still talking security, troops of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Adarin Daji of 8th Division Nigerian Army have rescued 18 kidnapped victims in its areas of responsibilities covering Zamfara, Kebbi, Katsina, and Sokoto states. A statement issued by the Force Information Officer, Operation Adarin Daji, Captain Yaya Ibrahim, says the successes were achieved recently by troops deployed to different flashpoints across Zamfara State. 5 of the victims are traders kidnapped by terrorists in Anka local government area when going to a local market, while 2 others were whisked away from their farmlands by their captors. 5 persons from Hauta community in Kebbi State were held captive by terrorists in a forest in Zamfara. Meanwhile, all rescued victims have been handed over to appropriate authorities for them to be reunited with their families. Now, to the foreign scene, death toll from a powerful earthquake in Morocco has risen to more than 2,000, with a similar number of injured. This is coming as the UN offers assistance and search and rescue, as well as humanitarian aid to victims of the disaster. Musa Aliu has details.
Anguish, sorrow, and uncertainty occupy the minds of the survivors of earthquake in Morocco. That country's interior minister says close to 2,000 people sustained serious injuries. The heaviest casualties are in province south of Marrakesh. King Mohammed declared 3 days of national mourning and ordered shelter, food, and other assistance for survivors. Spain has answered the SOS call and sent 56 rescuers and 4 search dogs to help the Moroccan people. And a 400 military plane took off from a base in the southeastern city of Zaragoza with the team bound for Marrakesh to help in the search and rescue of survivors of the devastating earthquake. Similarly, President Joe Biden, the European Union, World Bank, and Islamic Development Bank have also sympathized with Morocco, while French President Emmanuel Macron has also promised to send aids to Morocco.
My administration, including Secretary of State Blinken, who's here with me today, is working with Moroccan officials on long distance here. We're working expeditiously to ensure American citizens in Morocco are safe, standing ready to provide any necessary assistance to the Moroccan people as well. We made that all.
Pope Francis, during the weekly Angelus prayers, expressed sympathy to the people of Morocco. On Friday, a 6.8 magnitude earthquake hit Morocco, where the province of Marrakesh was hit. Musa Aliyu, NTA News.
Talking sports, Super Eagles off to 2023 AFCON as group leaders after whitewashing Sao Tome and Principe. Details with Badi Adeleye on Sports Update.
Nigeria's Super Eagles rounded off their 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying campaign on a winning note as they recorded a comprehensive 6-0 victory over Sao Tome and Principe Sunday evening. In the match played at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, leading scorer in the qualifiers, Victor Osimhen continued with his scoring form as he netted a hat-trick with Ademola Lookman, Taiwo Awoniyi and Samuel Chukwueze getting a goal each.
Inside, goes for goal and gets the goal. 2-0, Nigeria. Chukwueze, nicely released. Osimhen, there it is. He's got the hat-trick. Really go for goal. And selfishly, for Chukwueze, there's number 6.
With the victory, the 2013 African champions thus finished their qualifying campaign with 15 points to win Group A, having recorded 5 wins and just 1 loss, while scoring 22 goals and conceding 4. Elsewhere, former world champions Germany have sacked manager Hansi Flick just 9 months before the start of their home European Championships next summer. The former Bayern Munich boss saw his side suffer an embarrassing 4-1 friendly defeat at home to Japan on Saturday. Flick won just 12 of his 25 matches in charge since replacing Joachim Löw in August 2021, who he worked under as an assistant from 2006 to 2014. And finally, Israel Adesanya won't have to wait too long for a chance to redeem himself and reclaim his middleweight title after he was beaten by Sean Strickland by unanimous decision in the main event of UFC 293. With a new face at the head of the division, there have been questions over who would challenge Strickland first, and UFC President Dana White has confirmed that Adesanya would receive a rematch next.
I think you do the rematch, absolutely. I mean, the rematch is interesting. That could be the thing, too.
Adesanya previously lost his title to Alex Pereira before winning it back in the rematch. With Sports Update, Badi Adeleye, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu describes the death of late Islamic scholar Sheikh Giro Argungu as a great loss to the nation. Vice President Kashim Shettima made this known when delivering the president's condolence message to the family of the late Sheikh. Iyabode Olorun-Shola reports that the Vice President also paid homage to the Emir of Argungu.
At the residence of the deceased, Vice President Kashim Shettima described late Sheikh Giro Argungu as a humble and generous man who lived a life worthy of emulation. He noted his contributions to the development of the nation and the Muslim Ummah.
This is a great loss to the state, nation and West Africa. I'm here on behalf of President Bola Tinubu, who called from India and directed that I should come to Argungu to commensurate with the family of the respected Sheikh, government and the people of Kebbi State.
He was received by the national leader of Izala sect, Sheikh Abdullahi Balalau, and his immediate family members.
As you know, and everybody say it will be very difficult for us to make it what he did on this life, but we will try and make our possible very good things that he did. We maintain them so that we maintain his legacy.
We live in peace when he was alive. Now that he has passed on, I thank God for all the legacies he has left behind. He was also at the palace of the Emir of Argungu, Alhaji Sumaila Muhammad Mira, where he delivered President Bola Ahmed's condolences and promised good governance. The Emir was appreciative of the visit and prayed for a successful administration. The Vice President was accompanied on the visit by some ministers, Governor Nasir Idris of Kebbi State and his cabinet members. Iyabode Olorunshola, NTA News.
Now let's take a quick look at the weather prospect for tomorrow, Monday.
Welcome to Monday's weather forecast. The prospect of morning rains to the coastal belt of the country, including parts of Edo, Enugu, Imo, and Abia states. And as we go to parts of Kwara, the FCT, Niger, Kaduna, Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto, as well as parts of Borno and Yobe states, there are chances of morning thunderstorms. As we go into the day with more cloud buildup due to available potential energy as well as moisture, isolated thunderstorms are anticipated to most parts of the north and the north central, while down south, more chances of rains are expected. That's all for the forecast. I am Theodora Itzum. Thank you for watching.
And that ends the news segment. So much for you tonight. On our next segment, Jennifer will be back after these messages. Do stay with us.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE advanced way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Coffee! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play,
I did beat you guy. We'll see about that.
It's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby in your room?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K. Go. And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
As we continue the celebration of the 100 days in office of His Excellency Sir Simene Alayi Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State, Rivers State government invites the good people of Rivers State and the general public to the official commissioning of the Mbudoya Internal Road on Monday, September 11th, 2023 by 11 a.m. by His Excellency Sir Simene Alayi Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State. And on Tuesday, 12th September, His Excellency Sir Simene Alayi Fubara, GSSRS, will also commission the remodeled Government Comprehensive Secondary School, Burukiri, by 11 a.m. Are you a Rivers man or woman? Come, let us celebrate 100 days of consolidation and continuity. This is signed by Rivers State Government.
Bidda Emirate Council cordially invites you to the 20th anniversary of the coronation of His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Yahaya Abubakar, CFR, on the throne as the 13th Etsunupe and Chairman, Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, scheduled to hold on Saturday the 16th of September 2023. Chairman of the occasion, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, retired, former military president, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Mohammed Umar Bago, Executive Governor, Niger State. Royal Fathers of the Day, His Eminence Alhaji Muhammadu Sa'ad Abubakar III, CFR MNI, Sultan of Sokoto and Chairman, National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria. His Imperial Majesty Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, CFR, the Oni of Ife, and Co-Chairman, National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria. His Imperial Majesty Oba Eware II, CFR, Oba of Benin, and His Royal Majesty Igwe Nnemeka Alfred Ugochukwu Achebe, the Obi of Onisha. Come, let's celebrate His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Yahaya Abubakar, CFR, on the throne of his fathers. Announcer Alhaji Kasim Umma Yewa, Baradeyaki Nube, Chairman, Central Organizing Committee.
Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste. We pick fine quality tea leaves from selected tea gardens around the world to give you Lipton Yellow Label's flavorful and balanced taste in every sip.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now. Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
You and your hair go through a lot. The heat, rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break-Free Daily Leave-In Strengthener for all hair types is infused with a unique blend of natural oils and conditioning proteins that helps protect your hair. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Welcome back. It is common to see members of the Nigerian creative industry make adaptation of foreign literatures and films for entertainment and cerebral purposes. But having it the other way round is seldom. Well, this rare act took place recently in Lagos when the Stage for African Theatre group from Tel Aviv, Israel, who are touring Nigeria, performed an adaptation of Wole Soyinka's play, The Road. The show attracted members of the diplomatic corps and veterans in the creative industry, including the playwright himself, Professor Wole Soyinka. Adeola Komi-Akere, who was at the event, says it spoke of one thing: strengthening bilateral ties.
Arts, particularly those that originate from Africa, most times go through structural imbalances from the way they are promoted down to presentation. This performance of Wole Soyinka's novel, The Road, by the Israeli African Theatre Group is aimed at correcting the anomalies of structural imbalances witnessed in most African plays. The Road reflects the daily lives of a group of drivers who operate in a poor neighborhood in a Nigerian city.
This work inspired the creation of Federal Road Safety Corps, because it's about the carnage of Nigerian roads that the playwright was very, very concerned about.
And in the harsh world of the road, everything depends on trust, because there is a constant tension about whether one can trust the person they meet on the road or not. The strength and unique quality of the African-Israeli stage is creating opportunities for intercultural contacts.
We can bring a lot of shows here, even if it's Israeli shows to bring here and to show, because culture is combining people together. You don't even need to understand what they are saying. You feel it and you see and you understand it by your heart. So we can bring shows to Israel, we can bring Nigerian shows to Israel, and I think we can also collaborate in this field.
I've been discussing with the ambassador, and he was very excited that this kind of cultural relationship is starting.
Some members of the theatre group, while speaking on the roles in the play, took a cursory view at the African culture.
I don't think there are many wonderful extreme writers around the world, but there is no one like Wole Soyinka. He holds in one hand the past, the very far away past that we all forgot it, like millions of years of important meaning with nowadays.
I think no one really in Israel knows about African theater, so I think it's very important that people will know that there in Africa, the continent, there is so much wisdom,
What have you seen in Nigeria that you love?
People are very open, very polite, very with soul. Like, I'm sometimes in my head and think about the play and my problems, and then I hear, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And I say, "Oh, sorry, good morning."
And the road, it's a very, very good play, and Wole Soyinka is the best.
There is no doubt that the theatre, just like the road, contributes to strengthening bilateral ties with messages for people to learn from. The road teaches one to be safe rather than sorry. Stage drama lovers are looking forward to more collaborations with artists from Israel. The stage play, watched by veterans and members of the diplomatic corps, was done in collaboration with the Crown Troupe of the National Theatre, Igomu, Lagos.
We indeed have a lot to offer the world: culture, entertainment, literature, and much more. Now, the value of giving for development of society and empowerment of humanity is unquantifiable, especially when the giver does not require any form of reward and does it with good heart. Now, entrepreneur Chief Eric Umofia's act of giving is one that brings him joy and contentment. He demonstrated this when he donated the sum of 150 million naira to members of his community Amishi in Lagos and Anambra State. Adiola Komiakere, who witnessed the presentation, will fill us in.
Defying the rains? Yes. That was the mood that greeted the announcement of 150 million naira donation, a humble token from the Chief Executive Officer of Arisco Foods Limited, Chief Eric Umofia, to his kindred, out of which the women's wing of Amici Development Union in Lagos got 12.5 million naira. The idea is to positively affect their lives and cushion the effect of the subsidy removal.
In fact, giving is his calling because he likes giving people even without asking. He has that compassionate heart that when he sees you, he knows that you are in need and he will give it to you.
The breakdown of the 150 million donation from Chief Umofia comprised 110 million naira to cover half the cost of Amici Development Union land in Lagos, 450 packs of 10 kilogram Arisco rice, Arisco tomato paste, Arisco seasoning cubes. It also includes monetary gift of 100,000 naira each to 8 most vulnerable women selected from the 4 quarters in Amici, 300,000 naira each for the 4 quarters women's wing and 500,000 naira for the central purse. 10 women also had cause to smile harder as they won for themselves $50 each and 10 pieces of a Risco Ankara wrapper through a raffle draw that was transparent.
We are presenting $50 to Mrs. Ogochukwu.
I never expected it. The benefactor, I pray that you will never know lack. For him blessing us in this difficult moment, we are really grateful.
He's not the only man in our nation, but he has the interest of the women at heart, and he has been there for us. He makes sure that we don't lack.
Same gesture was also replicated at his hometown in Amici, Anambra State, where 400 cartons of Erisco tomato puree, 605 kg bags of Erisco rice, and 25 cartons of Erisco seasoning were distributed.
It's not by surprise. He has been doing greater things than this. He has been promoting the youth. He has been doing a lot of developmental projects in Amish.
My prayer is good health, long life.
We are happy. And this is not the first time, not the second, not the third, not the fourth. He has been doing this kind of thing.
He intervenes in his own time. The only thing is you don't rush him.
He's a giver. And when he had that vision to give, no man stops him.
On the whole, Chief Eric Umofia has donated about $500 million naira to his kindred as palliatives. What is responsible for his unwavering act of giving, as attested to by members of his kindred.
I derive joy in helping humanity, and that's why I want Amish. Of course, Amish is where Nigerian Civil War ended, so we're peaceful town, and we want to lead by development, community development also, by our own people. We want Amish to demonstrate and show the cause why they are peaceful. Now, when we are in peace, progress comes.
This unassuming philanthropist also had this to say to other well-meaning Nigerians.
If Nigerians decide today that every successful man will start from their village, I tell you, the poverty in Nigeria will reduce by more than 50%.
To beneficiaries of this goodwill, the entrepreneur advised them to make judicious use of the fund to better their lives and the community.
Good initiative there. Well done, Chief Eric Umofia. Now, good gesture there, good story for us to hear and want to hear more. But our next report is something we certainly do not want to hear more about. Now, have you ever imagined going to look for solution where you think you could get them, but ending up worse than you went there? This is the story of a 13-year-old boy who was taken to a hospital for surgery, but instead of getting well, the story took a pathetic twist. Hingino John Adams will tell us about the boy.
I am calling on Nigerians to help me call on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to help me look into my case and help me save Adebola's life. Adebola's life is at stake.
A troubled mother's voice getting louder to save her only son.
What he has been depending on is TPN, and it costs 69,000 naira for one, and it takes 2 in every 2 days. How do you expect me to get 138,000 naira every 2 days?
The story began with 13-year-old Adebola Akinbright seeking Medicare for a ruptured appendix. He was taken to a private hospital in March where he had what was supposed to be an appendectomy.
Unfortunately, after 3 months, he came with a complication of intestinal obstruction, which we had to take to the same hospital, and he was also operated on. But unfortunately, after 7 days that the doctor at the private hospital gave us, there was a leak. There was still leak coming out from the intestine.
Adebola was later referred to the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital for proper management.
We got to Lasut on the 14th of June, and another surgery was done on the 17th of July. That is around 27 days after. It was after the surgery that the lead surgeon called us that they did not see small intestine in my son's body.
This passionate cry caught the attention of many, including Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who promised to take over the medical bills of the boy.
How are you? You know me? Fantastic. So I'm here. You can see your doctors. Right? We're going to do everything to make you get well. Okay? So, but I want you to be strong. I want you to be strong. It's going to be difficult, but I want you to be strong. Don't give up. God helping us to make sure that you can get well. Amen. Okay? So don't give up. Okay? Thank you. Okay?
The governor was briefed by one of the doctors handling Adebola's case.
The child has been losing weight because when somebody doesn't eat, progressively, you still have muscle storage, fat storage, and progressively go down. So this child still does not have intestine, and the child is alive. So that story that, oh, how can the child have remained alive without small intestine for so many days is not that.
So this is over a month. This is 6 weeks after.
It's 7 weeks actually.
All efforts to speak with the private hospital that performed the first surgery was not successful. Now, Adebola is getting help from various quarters. Members of the Lagos State House of Assembly have started investigating the matter. In such a case, what does the law say?
Once there is a doctor-patient relationship, that is a duty of care in the law of tort, which expect that the doctor will handle the patient with utmost care. Where there is a breach of such duty and there is consequential damages, the victim of the breach of duty, that is the patient now, can sue the doctor, whether in law of tort. But if it is human error, which nobody is, immune from as human beings, then it should be established in such a way that everybody will know that the doctor had exercised due care and diligence. But because we're human, the error still happened.
The big question on the lips of many is how safe are our medical facilities?
People do their work negligently. It's not unique to the doctors. You can be found in everywhere.
When they talk about somebody's organ, some of the organs missing after surgery, it becomes questionable.
These respondents are of the opinion that all relevant authorities should ensure compliance with medical laws.
Very pathetic story, and we are following the case. I will keep you posted, and just like the governor said, we're not giving up. Now, the death of a dear one, particularly a spouse, comes with a lot of psychological and emotional trauma. It becomes more traumatic when relatives who are supposed to console the chief mourner are the ones now inflicting more pains. Chinyere Fesio-Koye in Oka has a report on the harrowing experience of Sharon Nwosu in the hands of her in-law following the death of her husband.
Experiences to the Anambra State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Ifeanyi Binabo, Mrs. Sharon Nwosu, who hails from Ndiowu in Orumba North, local government area of Anambra State, could not control her tears. My mother died same day my husband died. They were taking my mother's dead body home when my sister-in-law called to say I should send my husband's laptop and phone so that my brother-in-law would take over the job contract my husband was planning to execute before he died. Then I asked, where is this done? Just a day after the death of my husband. They picked offense, and that was the beginning of my problem.
I will get your children for you. You will be with your children.
In fulfillment of the ministry's promise to intervene and ensure that the widow gets custody of her two underage children, relevant processes were followed and the aim achieved before both parties involved in the matter appeared before the ministry for further investigation.
So when they came here, the whole focus was on money. But we ended up finding out that there was no money paid into that man's account. That they were just humiliating, accusing, torturing this young lady for nothing. believing that when they mount pressure on her, maybe she will surrender everything that the boy owns before he died. She's in pain. She needs help, support.
With Anambra State's government's zero tolerance to maltreatment of widows, the commissioner warned family members to give widows breathing space.
A very pathetic situation, and I'm glad that the state government, their intervention is not just helping to show that you can't just do anything to widows, but the children are now back with their mother, because the widow was on the social media all through crying, and it was really sad. Now, former military head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, has applauded policies of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This was when he played host to the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris Malagi, at his country home.
The minister's first port of call was at the uphill residence of former military head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Engagement was behind closed doors. At the residence of General Abdulsalami Abubakar, the minister and his entourage had the opportunity to interact on issues of national interest.
As the government has clocked 100 days, I will say congratulations. So far, so good. They came in at a very, very difficult position in that there are so many challenges. Economy, the fuel subsidy, security or insecurity, as you may want to call it. They have all inherited these things. We want changes like a magic wand, which is not possible. So my message to Nigerians, and now they should all put on deck to get out of the situation we found ourselves. And I do hope Nigerians will assist him in reorienting ourselves, because we need reorientation considering the situation.
They want Nigeria to live in peace, and they commend Mr. President for all his efforts in ensuring that there is peace and stability in Nigeria. And you also know that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is always talking about using our diversity for prosperity. Nigeria is a very diverse country, diverse in every respect. And instead of seeing that in a negative form, we should rather use that positively for the progress and development of our dear nation.
The minister assured that engagement with relevant stakeholders across the country will be sustained for national reorientation. From Mina, the Niger State capital, Saliu Gwanara, NTA News.
Time for some messages. Newsline will continue shortly.
Are you a dealer in cars, jewelry, precious metals and stones and luxury goods? Are you into real estate, or are you an estate agent, surveyor, valuer, developer or broker? Are you into the hospitality industry, lottery business, or are you a mortgage broker, tax consultant or an accountant? Do you have a supermarket, pools betting and consulting or construction company? Go and obtain your certification from the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCUMOL, and be free to do your business within the ambits of the law. SCUMOL has the responsibility to monitor, supervise, and regulate the activities of designated non-financial business and professions, DNFBPs, across the country. Please note that the SCUMOL certificate is not a guarantee of legitimacy of any business. To register, visit www.scumol.org. For collection of certificate, visit any EFCC office nearest to you. Remember, registration is free.
SCUMOL, securing Nigeria's business environment. This message is from Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. betano.ng. The game starts now.
Keep up with me, come on, let's go. Keep winning till the world stops spinning. Independent women, come on, now let's get it. I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning. Africa, you feel me? Come on, now let's get it.
New styles from Darling. Find your beautiful.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
Stop! No need to step out. Presenting the Good Night Power Shots. Spray 2 shots in each corner of the room. It kills mosquitoes inside without driving family outside. Good Night Power Shots. Spray inside, stay inside.
Bye, Mom. He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol Show.
You and your hair go through a lot. The heat, rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break Free Daily Leave-In Strengthener for all hair types is infused with a unique blend of natural oils and conditioning proteins that helps protect your hair. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Great meals have a way of bringing out a different side of us. This is what happens when meals are seasoned with the mouth-watering original meaty flavor of Royco. We call it the Royco effect. Royco, for the original taste and aroma.
Thanks for being there. Vice President Kashim Shettima says Nigeria is facing 28 million housing deficit and needs 21 trillion naira to meet its housing needs. He made the disclosure while laying the foundation of 500 housing units in Sokoto as part of projects commissioning to celebrate 100 days of office of Governor Ahmed Aliyu. Zainab Seidu Abdul Nasir has more.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, who arrived Sokoto Sunday evening, is in the state to commission some projects executed by Governor Ahmed Aliyu in 100 days in office. Apart from laying foundation for the construction of 500 housing estates, the Vice President is scheduled to commission 70 mass transit vehicles and 70 vehicles provided for security personnel, as well as to flag off distribution of 5 billion naira worth of greens palliative distribution. Vice President Kashim Shettima said Governor Ahmed Aliyu's efforts are not only commendable but worthy of emulation.
I want to commend Governor Ahmed Aliyu Sokoto for starting so well. Beyond the housing efforts, the administration has constructed so many urban roads and completed.
Governor Ahmed Aliyu appreciated the Vice President for honoring the invitation despite his tight schedule. The housing project that will cost 7.3 billion naira, the governor revealed, when completed, will be allocated to civil servants and the general public on owner-occupier scheme. The occasion was flagged off immediately after the arrival of Vice President Shettima in Sokoto.
Allah, my administration will complete
the abandoned Salenke Estate project.
In Sokoto, Zainab Said Abdul Nasir, NTA News.
Indeed. Now, Katsina State indigenes residing in Abuja have applauded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's foresight for appointing 4 of its illustrious sons as members of his cabinet. Our reporter, Usman Zubeiru, was at a dinner organized in honor of the appointed political officers. Now, speakers at the event eulogized and urged them to use their wealth of experience to take the country to greater heights in keeping with the president's renewed hope agenda.
Most of the people gathered here are from Katsina State, and they have combined to celebrate their own. This is the first time Katsina State getting 2 senior ministers and special advisors. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Kangiwa, as well as for Art, Culture and Creativity, Hanotu Musawa. The ceremony was an opportunity to foster unity and cordial relationship amongst the people of the state, and also to show their appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for appointing Katsina State indigenes as ministers and special advisors in his cabinet. The event attracted politicians, traditional rulers, businessmen and women from across all the political zones of the country. Convener and Wazir in Katsina, Senator Ibrahim Ida, tasked the appointees not to disappoint Nigerians and rise to the challenges ahead. He lauded the president for appointing his subject, adding that people of the state lack words to express their happiness.
The responsibility is not to themselves. They have sworn with the Holy Book that they are going to be honest, sincere, transparent, dedicated, committed, and very able in whatever they are doing.
Notable speakers described the appointment as an achievement that will bring rapid growth and development not only Katsina State but the nation at large.
The people of Katsina will have a huge responsibility on our shoulders to make sure that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the state government and the APC succeed.
To be very honest, extremely hardworking, and contain integrity.
Straightforward, and interact with a lot of their staff so that they can learn certain things which they may not understand.
And be loyal and deliver what they are appointed to deliver to the society.
Appointees urge Nigerians to believe in Tinubu's presidency, whose aims is to bridge the gap, are obstacles to move the nation forward.
Especially people of Katsina, that we shall represent them very well. And I will be so patriotic to the nation that we'll do our best to be just fair and dedicated to our work.
Able to help Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Alhaji Kashim Shettima reach their renewed hope agenda. You know, they have a very robust and intricate plan on how they want to forge forth and sort of add value to the country.
The 4 appointees were presented with congratulatory letters from emirs of Katsina and Daura.
Way to go. Now, stepping into the threshold of a septuagenarian is one feeling that many may find and thank God for. It's really a place to be. And celebrating such milestone is big deal indeed. But it is bigger when it coincides with the time to start enjoying some form of break from work. So you can imagine what it is for Justice Amina Augwe, a Nigerian jurist who retired as a justice of the Supreme Court on her 70th birthday. Olusheye Adeagbo, who was at the event, says many described her as a beautiful soul.
Dazzling lights and rhythm of sound signals the grand and classic ambience of an evening of promise. The International Conference Center in the nation's capital city is aglow and plays host to the creme de la creme of the society as the celebrant makes a grand entrance. 10 is no doubt a blessing, and even more special after 45 years of a celebrated and indelible legal career for Justice Amina Auge, who attained the Senate of the profession when appointed Justice of the Supreme Court in 2016.
The impact that you've had throughout your service and mentorship is immeasurable, and your legacy will endure as an example of what it means to serve one's country with honor and with distinction.
Your judgments and decisions will continue to speak in the bid to keep this country together and give us direction.
I wish you a long, happy and fulfilled retirement in excellent health.
Like they say, a goldfish has no hiding place, and even so, after stepping aside from the bench, duty calls, but this time around in our country home, Arugungu in Kebbi State.
Today, therefore, we have found it very expedient to break with tradition by conferring Justice Amina Augi the well-deserved title of Jarumal Kebbi, the heroine of Kebbi Kingdom.
Fireworks and music collide in a spectacle that speaks volume of her personality as she performs the rite in company of former Nigerian First Lady Mariam Abacha and other dignitaries, including the Senate President, Gospel Akpabio.
Amina Augi, as I fondly call her, is a very brilliant jurist. She is very accommodating.
What you see is what you get. Brilliant, simple, principled.
Very serious and hardworking, and she deserves all this celebration.
I wish her a very peaceful retirement.
This is an unveiling of who our mother is, the good-hearted nature of who she is and what she upholds as a human being.
The aesthetics of this awesome evening for the climax with the magical touch of Two-Face Idibia, better known as Two Baba. Beaming with joy, the birthday girl Justice Amina Auge, mother of 5, a grandmother, and widow of late Senator Adamu Auge, looks back with sense of fulfillment, pride, and gratitude to God for our 45-year journey in the legal world and hope for more good health and wins.
We wish her the very best, and at 70, she looks so beautiful. For most Igbo communities, yam is not just a delicacy. In fact, it is regarded as the king of crops. So it's celebrated every season before it becomes part of everyday menu. Eluoma community in Isukwato local government area of Abia State is one of such communities, and its New Yam Festival was not just about the crop, but another opportunity for one of its illustrious sons, Chief Emmanuel Ndubisi Mbaka, to inaugurate his latest project in the community, the Commonwealth Resort and Towers. What's it all about? Find out.
Largely known for subsistence farming of various varieties of yam, Eluoma community in Isukwato local government area of Abia State is one of those that believe that new yam harvest should be dedicated to God in appreciation for a good harvest season. Usually an elaborate festival accompanied by display of culture and sharing of edibles among community members, a symbol of love and unity. This symbolic gesture is followed by recognition and awards to community members who contribute to development of the community. Emmanuel Ndubisi Mbaka is the chairman of the Eluoma New Yam Festival, and his contributions to Eluoma is not unnoticed. And the festival was an opportunity for the community to honor him with awards and recognition. His latest project in Eluoma, the Commonwealth Resort and Towers, which was dedicated on the sidelines of the New Yam Festival, was described by community members as a remarkable investment that will generate employment opportunities. With state-of-the-art facilities designed to provide maximum.
This edifice has provided a complete welcome package, especially to our people, the Iloma people in diaspora, who had before now find it very difficult coming home. But today, they have an home, have a place where they can always come home and feel free and feel safe.
This is a much needed hotel at the community. So I'm very excited and happy for him.
Our homeland remains very important and is a place that we must all put our hands together collectively to ensure that we develop.
It's opening up our place. Eloma is open because of things like this.
Eloma people believe that if all their prosperous members construct projects in the community like Emmanuel Mbaka, Eloma will indeed become the land of their dreams.
I agree with the last line, Akurolo. Time for a break. Newsline will be back soon.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way. It concerns you. It kill love, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Great meals have a way of bringing out a different side of us. This is what happens when meals are seasoned with the mouth-watering original meaty flavor of Royco. We call it the Royco effect. Royco, for the original taste and aroma.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. It's great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill. And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
Want to know what's coming, guys? The free beach ball! I guess I'd better start again. Oh, here we go, everybody. Free beach ball! Yes, guys, there's a free beach ball in every carton of Capri Sun. Get Get a carton, get a ball. It's time to play some more. Hooray! Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
You and your hair go through a lot. The heat, rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break-Free Daily Leave-In Strengthener for all hair types is infused with a unique blend of natural oils and conditioning proteins that helps protect your hair. Mega Growth Break-Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Something new is about to hit your imagination of TV.
A brand new sundial with StarTime's inbuilt technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTime's antenna and satellite signal. StarTime Sundial TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTime's highest bouquet for free, automatic system update. More benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Sundial TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Welcome back. And to Wedding Belt. It was a colorful event and a true reflection of the African tradition. Yes, the Yoruba culture in particular, as family, friends and well-wishers converged on Lagos for the wedding ceremony of Abiola Kazeem and his heartthrob, Teniola Zainab Dosumu. They solemnized their union as husband and wife in the traditional way. The groom is the son of Public Relations Officer, Federal Road Safety Corps, BC Kazeem. Diana Ajale was there.
The smile on the faces of the newlywed says it all. For Teniola and Abiola, it was love at first sight, and they didn't hesitate to make it formal. The marriage ceremony between the two lovebirds commenced with the engagement, which culminated in the traditional marriage rites, where parents of Abiola paid homage to the family of Alamin Dosumu and presented their marriage proposal letter from their son, Abiola, with presentation of various food items in fulfillment of the Yoruba traditional marriage rites. In acceptance, Dosumu and his wife, Nurat, wholeheartedly handed over their daughter, Zainab, to their in-laws, after which the marriage ceremony moved to where a grand reception was held in their honor. Parents who could not hide their joy offered these words of advice and prayers.
My prayer is for her to be patient and submissive to the husband, and to take God first in everything they do.
We want to advise them that they should take you, especially him, should take you from how I've been very patient with the mom. Today, we are 30 years in marriage, and we are still counting.
And I encourage her that whatever is in her husband's house, she should endure. After bitterness is sweet. I wish her happy married life.
Abiola, it's my son, and I glorify God in his life. So I thank God for his life, and I wish him the very best in his new in this new step.
Dignitaries at the ceremony had good wishes for Abiola and Teniola.
For the couple, the first thing is for them to live with the fear of God and to work as a team, to work together. And that's the most important thing. And once they do that, the rest is simple.
It's our joy to see our children getting married. And I'm wishing the couple and both family is successful and God blesses marriage.
The executive director, News NTA, represented, wished the newlywed a blissful home.
There is no logic to marriage. Wife should submit to the husband, and husband also should love the wife.
What attracted the couple to each other?
She's very kind.
she's understanding, she's patient. She just gets me all around, and those are the things that attracted me to her, and she's been amazing so far.
Both from a royal background, Teniola and Abiola are entrepreneurs.
Congratulations. A life of bliss is what we wish them. Let's take our last round of commercials. Newsline will be right back shortly.
From humble beginnings to the extraordinary, we've witnessed incredible bonds, the rise of legends in the most challenging of times, and the most unforgettable moments that kept us at the edge of our seat. Everything up till now was just the beginning. Legends go head-to-head as timelines have collapsed for the ultimate showdown. Welcome to Big Brother Niger All-Stars.
Proudly sponsored by Money Point, powering dreams. In association with HFM, online trading at its finest.
The new Happic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happic sachet.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather? Why did you let him go? He might fall ill. And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with germ defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
How did I get here? It all started shortly after I graduated from MSTC, the Model Skills Training Center, with a certificate in ICT. I successfully developed a data management program that has been called the software of the future. Thanks to its success, everyone wants it. And as you can see, now everyone wants me. But I'm not alone. The skills training programs at MSTC are equipping young Nigerians to become the next big success story. Whether it's ICT, mechatronics, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, or culinary studies, a certificate at MSTC is the way of the future. And just like me,
there he is.
Everyone will want you to.
ITF, developing the nation's human resource.
Oh, that's wonderful! And that is what champions do! Now, good football with a talk. He has nailed that! Now, only GoTV fit give you all the La Liga. Game changer! Serie A. And it's into the net again. Premier League and other better football competitions. Get your GoTV decoder, GoTenna, and 1 month GoTV Max subscription for only 9,900 Naira. Terms and conditions apply. GoTV. Love it.
That's Newsline for this Sunday. Keep a date with us next week. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
NTA, you can't beat the rich.
There is an epidemic affecting individuals in every community, regardless of age, economic status, gender, race, religion, or nationality. It is called domestic violence. It can take a number of forms, including physical, verbal, emotional, economic, religious, or sexual abuse. The ultimate aim of domestic violence is to gain and maintain total control over its victim. Domestic violence does not discriminate. It happens among people of all ages, ethnic background, and economic levels. While women are more commonly victimized, men are also abused, especially verbally and emotionally, although sometimes even physically as well. Unfortunately, domestic violence is among the most underreported crimes worldwide for both men and women. An abuser doesn't play fair. He or she uses fear, guilt, shame, and intimidation to wear down his or her victims and keep them perpetually under his or her control. Abusers may often seem wonderful and perfect initially, but gradually become more aggressive and controlling as the relationship continues. Here are some signs of abusive tendencies: showing jealousy of the victim's family and friends, accusing victim of cheating, controlling who the victim sees, where they go, or what they do, preventing the victim from making his or her own decision, intimidating the victim with guns, knives, or other weapons. Noticing and acknowledging the signs of an abusive relationship is the first step to ending it. Therefore, abusive behavior is never acceptable, whether it is coming from a man or a woman.